Sports trading cards have been a popular novelty amongst children and adults alike for well over 100 years, dating back to the 1860s and the inception of Major League Baseball. From tobacco boxes to chewing gum, now to even digital packs, the sports trading card market has exploded in the past year, with card shop owners around the world reporting massively increased order sizes and profits. Hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars are being exchanged for these cardboard cutouts. But why now? This business was dying just a few years ago, so why now all of a sudden is there this inextinguishable desire for more cards again? Let's blast off.
The Media Mothership presents
The incredible resurgence of sports cards. Sports cards have been popular since the turn of the 20th century, and have always been a way for fans to keep tabs on or collect their sporting hero or heroes. Tobacco cards were becoming widely distributed inside of cigarette packs, and were used to both promote various cigarette brands while also acting as a stiffener to help protect the cigarettes from getting crushed. As more and more people wanted to have their favorite players with them in their pocket at all times, more and more card sets were produced. By the mid-1960s, sports cards were a staple in American pop culture. In the late 2000s to early 2010s, the sports card business, however, was dying. Prices were becoming outrageous, people were hoarding all of the desirable product, the original fun of the hobby was stripped, and the result was an industry succumbed to greediness, distrust, and flat out, the risk wasn't worth the price people were charging. Cards became so grossly overproduced that they essentially became worthless, and the bubble burst on the industry, putting most card shops out of business. As long as people could see their favorite players live in person at the game or on TV, all was good. TVs and access to the game was everywhere. It wasn't the early 1900s anymore. Reminders of your favorite athletes and teams was everywhere. And then the year 2020 came, and the coronavirus struck the world. Just like that, for the first time in modern history, all sports were gone. You couldn't turn on the TV and see your favorite player or team. You couldn't go to the game and root them on. There was nothing, and as a sports fan, there's no greater emptiness than having no sports to enjoy. Not only were sports not happening, but quarantines and social restrictions were put into effect in most of the world. People were stuck inside their homes, bored, and a lot of them with internet access. The next logical step? Online shopping. Vacations, business trips, dinners out, all of these things that people would normally spend money on were no longer options, and people needed hobbies. They went to their attics, their garages, their storage units to look for old things, anything to pass the time. Trading cards, the perfect socially distant way to pass the time, and a way to feel like sports are still happening. YouTube box-breaking videos began becoming increasingly popular as sites such as eBay and Amazon began seeing their sports card products fly off the shelves. Stores such as Target and Walmart have even now implemented 2 items or less policies at their brick-and-mortar locations as they can't keep up with the demand for the product. Sports cards are a way to bring fans just one step closer to the action. The hunt or chase for the next big pull is exciting, and in a time where no live sports, or much of anything really, was going on, were a product people were able to find comfort and familiarity in. With live sports now back on television, and fans slowly beginning to trickle back into ballparks and arenas, the sports card industry boom is bound to come back to earth sooner rather than later, but for now, the people want sports cards, and demand for product is at an all-time high. Always remember, like and subscribe for more videos. Leave a comment below on anything you might have liked in this video, and let us know what you might like to see in future videos. Till next time, we're out.